You've probably spent a few minutes scrolling through endless specs, wondering whether any of those numbers will actually make a difference the next time you need to weigh a tiny crystal, a tablet split, or a batch of reagents for a school project. What you really want is a balance that feels solid, stays calibrated without you having to be a metrology expert, and doesn't drain your budget before you even open the box. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. When I started looking at analytical balances, the first thing that tripped me up was the trade-off between capacity and readability. A 120-gram maximum load sounds generous, but if the instrument only reads to the nearest milligram, you quickly realize you've bought the wrong tool for microdosing. The Radwag AS120-R2 Plus lands squarely in the sweet spot of 120G capacity paired with 0.01 mg readability, which, for most chemistry labs and hobbyist workshops, is exactly the range you need to handle everything from a handful of powders to a full-size sample without swapping equipment. I spent a couple of days watching unboxing videos, digging through product PDFs, and even reading a few forum threads where users compared the Radwag line to other European brands. The consensus was clear: Radwag balances are built for environments where stability matters. The AS120-R2 Plus comes with an enclosed draft shield that isolates the weighing chamber from drafts, which is a huge plus if you work in a room with a fan or an air conditioner that kicks on intermittently. In practice, that means you can place a petri dish with a few milligrams of media inside, step away for a moment, and trust that the reading won't wobble because of a sudden breeze. One of the hidden trade-offs you'll notice once the unit is on your bench is its sensitivity to vibration. That's not a flaw in the design, it's a reality of any high-resolution balance. I tried it on a standard lab bench that sits on a concrete floor, and the numbers held steady. The same balance on a wooden desk next to a printer, however, showed a bit of jitter when the printer kicked out a page. The practical takeaway is simple: if you don't have a solid, vibration-free surface, you'll need to invest in a small anti-vibration table or place the balance on a thick, dense mat. It's an extra step, but for the level of precision you get 0.01 mg, it's worth it. Who should buy this? If you're a student in a chemistry program who needs to run quantitative analyses, a small research lab that mixes reagents on a regular basis, a jeweler cutting precious metals where every milligram counts, or even a homebrew pharmacist formulating tinctures, the AS120-R2 Plus hits the right notes. The combination of decent capacity and fine resolution means you won't have to juggle multiple balances for different tasks. The built-in calibration routine also means you don't have to be an expert to keep it accurate. A quick press of the AutoCal button with the internal weight does the job, and the software logs the results for you. On the other side of the ledger, if you're a casual hobbyist who only ever measures a few grams of flour for a kitchen experiment, or you're looking for a balance that can handle kilograms of bulk material, this isn't the best match. The price point sits higher than entry-level kitchen scales and lower-end analytical models, so you'll be paying for precision you'll never use. Likewise, if you need a balance that can survive a workshop full of heavy foot traffic and occasional bumps, you might want to consider a more rugged industrial model, because the AS120-R2 Plus assumes a relatively controlled environment. Practical strengths become obvious once you start using the device day-to-day. The display is bright but not harsh, and it stays readable even under fluorescent lighting, a small detail that saves eye strain during long weighing sessions. The software integration is straightforward. You can connect the balance via USB to a laptop and export data directly into Excel or lab notebooks, which cuts down on transcription errors. I tested that workflow by